time in your life where you made something more complicated than it needed to be? You think of, oh, I see some nods. Well, when I was thinking about this, I was reminded of a time a few years ago where a friend of mine said to me that she goes to the swimming pool every day in the summer. And I was like, every day? You've got to be kidding me. It's so much work. And she kind of looked at me like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to get the kids in their swimsuits. You have to get 4 towels ready to go. You have to get, you have to sunscreen them. You have to get the little thingies that you throw in the diving rings. And then you got to bring your clean clothes and your shampoo and your conditioner so that you can shower at the pool and put your dry clothes on. And then you got to come home and you got to wash all of that so that you can do it again. And she was like, Erin, hang the towels on the deck. Use them every day for a week. Don't wash your towels every day. Don't shower in the pool. Wrap them in a towel. If the car seat gets wet, it'll dry out before you go anywhere else. You don't need to be showering your kids in the pool. That is way overkill. And all those little things that you need to take, just put them in a bag and put them right by the garage, or better yet, just in the trunk of your car. And when you want to go to the pool, you just say, get your swimsuits on. Get your towel off the deck. Let's go. And all of a sudden, I was given this gift of, instead of going to the pool once a week and having a giant headache and probably not being very nice mommy, that all of a sudden I could go to the pool almost every day if it's sunny. And now I can brag a little that my kids are 12 and 9. I bring my chair too, and I sit and read all this one, which is really nice. So I also was thinking about one thing in my life that I've done that just keeps things really, really simple. And that is that my hobby is long distance running. I like to run really long races. And I have people say to me, how can you run 50 miles? I don't even understand. How can you run, marathons? I don't get it. And I'm like, well, it's pretty simple. You put your left foot in front of your right foot, and you just keep doing that until you've completed the distance. Now you can screw up. You could go left, left, or right, right. But if you keep your mind focused and you go left, right, left, you're going to be able to complete the distance. And people ask me, like, what do you think about when you're running for 9 hours? You know what the answer is? Not much. I'm thinking about putting my left foot in front of my right foot for a really long time until I'm able to complete the distance. Now, I'm not terribly athletic, I'm not very coordinated, I'm not very agile, I'm not even very strong, but I'm able to complete these long distances because I'm able to keep the task very simple and focus on putting one foot in front of the other and just enjoying nature and enjoying the strength and empowerment that hobby gives me. So when we listen to our Bible story, we really hear about how Peter did this very same thing, right? So Jesus is on the land and he sees the boat and he wants to go out to the boat, so he just walks out to the boat. And Peter sees him and he's like, whoa, I want to do that too. And he says, Lord, can I come out to you? Tell me to come out to you on the water. And Jesus says, come. Just that one word, just that one simple instruction. Jesus says, come. And Peter starts walking on the water. Everything's going great. Peter's eyes are on Jesus. He hears that command, come, that one simple word, and he starts walking. But then what happens? He says, when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink and cried out, Lord, save me. But he kept his task simple, and he heard Jesus say, come and walk on the water. He was fine. But then this one little thing came and distracted him, just the wind. The wind came and he felt the wind on his face, and all of a sudden the task seemed impossible. And he started to sink, and he had to cry out, Lord, save me. Now, we've spent a lot of time this week trying to make things simple, because when you're teaching little kids, you want to boil it down to the essential truth of the story, right? And we spent a lot of time just kind of taking these complicated Bible stories, and the curriculum this week had some seriously complex Bible stories, and figuring out what the simple truth of that was to teach our children. And maybe you've noticed when they're up here with me during the children's message that if I ask a question, God, Jesus, God, love, kindness, God, Jesus, love, kindness, and sometimes I roll my eyes and think, are they really hearing me? Are they hearing these stories? And then I remember, yes, because the basis of almost every story that we learn is either God, Jesus, love, or kindness. I mean, that's what we're being taught in these Bible stories, right? So this week, we taught the kids, our theme all week was to stand strong. We had them do this little pose and like a superhero and say, we're going to stand strong. And I bet you, any kid, these first 3 rows, and I know no one likes to sit up here, but at the next service, hopefully they're going to be filled with children of all these kids who are excited to sing and to share this week with you. And I hope you'll stay for both services this week because you'll get to see kind of a concert of all that they've learned. I bet you ask any one of those kids, even a 4-year-old, what they learned this week, and I hope that they're going to say, stand strong. I really believe that they will. And each night we had a different theme. We talked about how God's love helps us to stand strong, how our family and friends help us to stand strong, how prayer helps us to stand strong, and how reading the Bible helps us to stand strong. It sounds pretty simple, right? But it's a simple truth. And this week, all the volunteers who worked together to make this awesome week happen had a chance to kind of see those simple truths through the kids' eyes, and to remember how fun it is to just enjoy the simple pleasures of life like our children do. And I had a lot of opportunities this week to kind of let the kid and me out. I jumped from the choir loft against some advice to show that I could fly. I dressed my dog up like a superhero, and I skipped around the sanctuary, just really enjoying the music and honestly enjoying the act of skipping. It's kind of fun. And now, granted, I do have a lot more opportunities to let the kid in me out in my life than you do. I know you're going to say that, well, Erin, it's easy for you. But I think that we all have those opportunities where we can look around and see where we can let the kid inside of us out. One example that came to me was adult coloring. I know that most of you probably won't admit it, but seeing how popular it is, I bet there's a handful of people in this room who have gotten one of those coloring books out and just looked at those white and black pages and just filled them in with color and enjoyed that simple pleasure of taking something that was plain and making it beautiful and not really thinking about much else for a while, right? Or maybe you went sledding this winter, or maybe you jumped into a pool with all of your clothes on just to make somebody laugh. And if you haven't, I want to hear about it. I think somebody needs to do that this week. Because life is complicated, right? We're bombarded with noise and pressure and expectations and responsibilities. And those things are all real. We really have them. But sometimes we layer these levels of complication onto it, just like I was doing with my adventure to the swimming pool, that really don't need to be there. You know, yes, we do have a lot of challenges and pressures and expectations, but sometimes when we boil them down and think about what it really is that we need to do, maybe it's not quite as complicated as we've made it. We have a lot of questions about our faith. We have a lot of questions that come up when we read the Bible, and they're important and they're valid. And we should be challenging each other and trying to understand those Bible studies better and going to adult studies and trying to figure out these complexities of our faith and what we really believe. But I want to tell you another little story. A kid this week asked me, and I've gotten this question many times, but of course he asked me in front of a group of kids and adults. He raised his hand, he said, "Did God make the world?" This had nothing to do with the lesson, by the way, but you know how kids are, right? "Did God create the world?" And I said, "Yes, he did." Moving on, right? "What about evolution?" I'm like, oh, geez. Well, I'll tell you what, I get that question a lot, and I do have a complex answer of what I believe and how I can meld those two ideas of how God created the world and how evolution is true for me. But I always end, I'll tell a kid that, and I'll always end and say, you might go home and your mom or dad might say that I'm wrong, and that's okay. That's okay, because we both believe that God created the world, and that's the essential truth that's important. And if you look next to you, there's probably no one in this church who believes exactly the same way you do about every single one of those complex issues in the Bible. And that's okay. That's okay. We don't have to believe exactly the same thing on each one of those points, as long as we believe that essential core truth. We can't let those questions haunt us. We can't let them keep us from moving forward. Do I need to know? Or can I rest and know that Jesus loves me? Can I set some of those hard questions aside? They have a time and a place. It's good to think about them and to challenge yourself. But can I, in the end, set them aside and simplify and say, I know that Jesus loves you. All the issues and arguments and relationships that are complicating our faith, that are complicating our lives, do we have to just look at our kids and be envious of how simple life was for them? I mean, how many times do you say, yeah, you wish. You don't have to pay the bills, you don't have to pay the mortgage, you don't have to worry about the taxes on that item that you just bought at Target. It's simple for you. Do we have to just be envious of what they have? Or can we remind ourselves of those essential core truths and look for the moments where we can simplify and where we can go back and look at the world the way that they do? I'm never going to have every answer that I'm looking for, and you're not either. You're just never going to have all of those answers. You're never going to figure it all out. Because only God knows how He created the universe. He was the only one there. He's the only one who really knows. And can you just set that question aside and say, it's okay that I'm never going to know the answer. I'm going to know what I believe. And if I go and meet Jesus and He tells me I'm wrong, I can accept that. Because I know this essential truth, that Jesus loves me, He died on the cross for me and for you. And that essential core truth binds us together. Is it that simple? Yes, I think it is. John 3:16 tells us, "For God so loved the world, He gave His one and only Son, so that whoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have eternal life." And this week, we gave every child that came to Bible school a sticky note that had their name. And they put it on this cross, so that they knew that Jesus died for them and for their sins. And that their name was up there right beside everyone else's, because we are all equal in the eyes of God. And each one of us has our name up there on that cross because Jesus died for us. That's the core essential truth that we can all share. And the answers to those complicated questions don't need to divide us, because it really is that simple. And we can look at children and look at how they look at the world. We don't have to just be envious, because we can clear our minds and find our ways to believing in those core simple truths and not letting those complications that distract us take us away from God and push us further and further away. So I had the joy of putting together kind of a week in review, if you will, of some photos and videos for some of you who weren't here to enjoy the excitement that is Vacation Bible School. And when I was putting these together, I was reminded of a song that I've heard on the radio, and maybe you've heard it too. It's a pretty popular song by David Dunn called "I Want to Go Back." And the words to this song, when you watch the video, will say, "When I was a kid, I was sure I could run across the ocean, and I was going to be an astronaut. And it was you, and it was me, and I had everything that I needed. Faith could move a mountaintop. But then I grew up, and then I got older, and my life got tough, and we grew apart. But I want to go back. I want to go back to Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. I want to go back to this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. I'm going to let it shine." And we can go back. We can be thankful for this week and for any time we have the opportunity to look through the eyes of a child and to remember those simple truths. And we can do that because those essential truths are real. When you sing that song, when you hear this child singing, that is true. Jesus loves you, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. And this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I'm going to let it shine. And I just want to say a thank you to all of the volunteers who made that possible this week, who gave the kids the opportunity to hear that message, to stand strong, and to live for Jesus, and that Jesus loves them every bit as much as He loves everybody else who was here. And that core essential truth will continue to bind us together. So as you watch this video, I'm going to ask that we pass our offering baskets around, because it's your generous donations that make things like this possible. Thank you so much for your support of the children and the youth of this church, and for us to be able to have this awesome and fun week together. I hope you enjoy watching.